General Manager Monti and head coach Jonathan Gannon took to the podium Tuesday at the Scouting Combine in Indianapolis. Alongside Darren Urban, I'm Dani Sureck. This is Quick Slant, presented by your Arizona Ford dealers. Both Gannon and Ossenfort talked on quarterback Kyler Murray's rehab. Both reiterated that Murray is on the right track. He's putting in that hard work throughout his rehab. However, there is still no timetable set for Murray's return. However, they will make sure that he feels ready and confident to use those legs, which make him a threat. Darren, how will Gannon give his players the autonomy to play the way they want to while still accomplishing the goals that he has?
I thought it was interesting when Jonathan Gannon was talking about the defense. He's talked about being adaptable before, but one of the things he touched on was he kind of talks to his players, okay, you have a canvas, which is, okay, here's this blank canvas, and we're trying to get a certain amount of things done, and that's the entire canvas. And however you get there within that canvas, we have a little bit of leeway there. If you want to play a certain way, you can talk to us. And as long as we are getting that painting painted on that canvas and you don't go outside the lines, then we can do it that way. And I think in that way, he sees with what he's doing with the players as a collaborative effort, and I think that helps him in terms of connecting with the players.
The Cardinals have opportunities with a third overall pick. As free agency quickly approaches, how will Gannon be involved with that with General Manager Monti Ossenfort?
Well, again, we're talking about collaboration. That's another thing. I mean, again, when you're talking about coaches and front office people, there's always that fine line you're walking because the coaches want the best players they can have, period. There's things involved, salary cap, age, all these things, a method to get a player in that it always makes it a little bit harder to get everybody you want. Monti Ossenfort said earlier today it was interesting with the third overall pick, you're talking about potentially trading it. I don't think there's any big surprise there that they would possibly trade back if that option is there, but it's always nice to know that with the third pick, you could take a high-level defensive player if you end up staying there, and I think ultimately that would be very nice for Jonathan Gannon.
Ossenfort said that they haven't received any calls yet about possibly trading back from that third overall pick. However, there's still time to get those calls in.
There's time to get those calls in. There's time to do a lot of stuff. Another thing Ossenfort touched on, free agency in terms of their own guys. There have been conversations about Zach Allen and Byron Murphy, nothing concrete. We are getting to the nitty-gritty, though. Those guys become free agents in just about 2 weeks when the new league year starts. And so if they're going to re-sign one or both of those guys, you would think it would be happening very soon.
Not through free agency, but another name that kept coming up, wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. What did Gannon and Ossenfort have to say on that front?
Well, they didn't really say anything different than they've already been saying, Dani. But I think it's interesting when they continue to say he's on the team for now. And I think the door is wide open for them to make a deal and deal DeAndre Hopkins away. But I don't think they've closed anything down to have DeAndre Hopkins on the team this year, which is the message exactly that they want to put out there right now.
Cardinals fans, more coverage from the Scouting Combine on azcardinals.com. For Darren Urban, I'm Dani Sureck. Thanks so much for tuning in to Quick Slant.